There's a couple questions that I want to get into a little bit later, but first, being a catcher, we got to talk leadership. You know, you're behind the dish, you're guiding your pitchers through every single outing. What part of your game do you take the most pride in? Because you got to hit, you're throwing guys out, but I've also listened to some pitchers talk about how they feel super comfortable on the mound because they have you behind the plate. What do you take the most pride in?
Yeah, you know, being those pitchers' best friends when you're back there behind the plate is a huge factor. You know, when I'm back there, I want to give them the utmost confidence on the mound when they're up there pitching. So, you know, they have no worries when they're up the mound. They have full trust in me, full trust in their defense. So I'm just trying to calm the situation, cool them down, and just let them go out there and do their thing.
100%. You've met with a few teams so far. What question did you get asked where you gave an answer and you were like, I kind of nailed that one?
So I met with the Reds earlier.
Okay.
And they were talking about some of the top prospects in this class who are great players. And they're like, do you think you belong, on their level? And I was like, definitely, I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I belonged with them. So I just, continue to prove, continue to play hard, and go out there and have fun.
During your development as a draft prospect, how important to you is winning? How much do you think that almost being exposed to and experiencing winning, how important is that to you in your development?
Yeah, I talk about winning all the time. I go to a high school where we win a bunch of games. I think over the past 3 seasons, like 140-something wins to only 10 losses. So I've been pretty successful in high school. I want to continue to keep winning.
We mentioned confidence. You got show hair. I need to know what product are we using? Who is the inspiration for the hairstyle? Give me the details.
Yeah, so I always had shorter hair, and then COVID hit. I was like, I'm just going to grow it out and see what happens. So ever since then, my hair's, been pretty long. But, I always wake up in the morning, just throw some water in it, and then put a little volume boosting spray in there. And
okay.
I think that's what gets it going.
Okay. All right, so draft day coming up in July. What's going to be the setup? Like, where are you going to be? Who are you going to surround yourself with? Set the scene for me.
Yeah, so July 9th, I'm going to have a little party back in Sinton, Texas at home. I don't know if it's going to be at my house or we might, rent something out just to get a few more people to be there. But, I'm going to be surrounded by my family and friends.